With the release of Desert Treasure 2 came 4 new bosses into the game: Vardorvis, the Leviathan, Duke, and the Whisperer. All 4 of the bosses have a chance of dropping a piece of the Virtus robe set, which is the best in slot magic robes if you're using ancient magics, as well as dropping one of the 4 pieces of the new Soul Reaper axe. Each boss can also drop a chromium ingot as well as an upgrade to each of the Dagonoth King rings that are used to make the new best in slot rings. But there is only one drop that interests me, and that is the Awakener's Orb. The Awakener's Orbs are used to fight the awakened versions of the bosses, which are an extremely tough version. If you manage to kill all 4 of the awakened versions, you are rewarded with the Ancient Blood Ornament Kit, which allows you to change the look of your Torva into a blood version. And that is what we are going to do. Right, the first thing we need to do, buy a load of orbs. So we're going to put in an offer for 50, and we're just going to leave them in and see if they buy over time. And the first boss we're going to take on is Vardorvis. And this isn't going to be a guide, but I'll just go over the differences in the awakened version compared to the normal one. So the first difference is that its health is doubled from 700 to 1400. An extra axe is added into the spawns, so until 50% health it's now 3 axes, and then after that it's 4 axes that spawn. The axes now deal damage upon spawning, so if you're stood in a corner when an axe spawns, you'll get dealt a lot of damage. The bleed damage is increased. The head that pops up and disables your prayer now uses magic as well as range, and at certain points in the fight it will shoot out range and mage 1 tick apart that you have to pray against. Oh, and just all the max hits are a lot higher. Whoa, this is tough. I'd say so far the most important thing to know is that you just need to prioritise movement over anything, because if you get hit off prey by the boss, it doesn't look like it hits more than sort of maybe a 50 or so. But if you get hit by an axe off prey, then it can hit you like, I think the highest I've seen so far is like 91. So it can hit very hard. So over everything you need to prioritise skipping the axes. And if you use the tiles that I've marked, you can use them in any corner and you skip the ones that spawn. And then I'll see if it does an example in the opposite corner. There we go. So then you can just skip through that one as well. And you just have to click the tick before it's due to go on you. Oh no, no, no. Please just kill it. Oh my god. I thought I was going to lose it at the end there. Oh, it wasn't clean, but that is Vardorvis done. That's 1 out of 4. So the next boss that we're going to try is the Duke, and I'll try and go over the main differences. So the boss has a lot more health than the normal version. It goes from 440 to 1540. At the beginning you have to make 3 bombs instead of 2 to wake him up. At the beginning it only does 1 gas attack, and then at around 75% health it will do 4 gas attacks, which means you have to run around the room to position them in the right place so you don't end up standing on them. Once he gets to around 50% health, a black orb moves from the front side to side, and it deals, I think, a max hit of 27 if you get hit by it. Once he gets down to around 25% health, he starts to go from 5 ticks every attack to 4 tick. And the last special attack, which causes a lot of problems, and the reason this becomes so hard, is he spawns a acid trail. And there is a great guide to this boss that I'll leave in the description, and it basically allows you to run the acid while always staying in melee distance so he attacks with melee, because if you're too far away when he searches to do an attack, he'll do a mage attack which can hit very, very hard on you. No. Oh my god, I died as it died. I'm fuming. I'm an idiot. Oh, what have I done? Oh, this is taking much longer than it should. Oh my god. I thought I at the end. Oh, me. So now we are going to go for the Whisperer, and in the Awakened version it has a lot more health. It goes from 900 to 2700. There's a lot more tentacles that spawn after each attack, so basically it gives you less room to escape the tentacles. She now attacks 5 times instead of 3 times in her regular attacks. The pillar attack, there are now 5 times that she screeches. There are extra lost souls when the ghosts spawn, so you have to kill these with a blowpipe and a venator bow. And the timer for the shadow leeches is reduced massively, and there's a lot of sanity drain. So the best way to deal with this is to try and memorize the patterns and spend as little time in the shadow realm as possible, because you need as much sanity going into the enrage phase as possible, because she now has 250 health in the enrage phase instead of 140, and she sends out 2 to 3 tentacles every 2 attacks instead of 1, but every single attack she does, she swaps from range to mage as opposed to every 2 attacks. Doing? Oh, no, I did it! Oh, thank. Oh, there we go. 3 out of 4. And last up, we have the Leviathan. And this is by far the hardest one for me. So, in the Awakened version, again, it has a lot more health. It goes from 900 to 2,700. Once you reach 50% health, a tornado will spawn and follow you, a lot like in Theatre of Blood. And it deals around 50 damage if it hits you. The stuns in Shadow Barrage are a lot shorter than the normal version, so you need to make sure you get to the other side quickly. And in the Enrage phase, the attacks are now fired every single game tick, so you have to make sure you keep on moving, staying with the orb, attacking the boss, while changing your prayers potentially every single game tick. Yeah, we're going to be here a while. That was my best run yet. 52 HP. I don't even know what noise just came out my mouth. Oh. Well, this is so tough. I'm just getting worse now. I think it's time to go to bed. Try again tomorrow. No way.
Oh my god. Oh my.
I'm gonna be found.
That is so.
Oh, if you do,
no,
right, Jago. Nice.
Mate. Oh.
Oh my god.
Come back in, Rosemont.
God.
He's actually. Oh, what a man.
Oh my god. Thank you, Slime. Do I just use that?
Yep.
Oh, look at that animation. Oh, it looks so good. Look at it.
Look at
my
you.
Goodness. Right, now we've got some other stuff on. Look at us. Who'd have thought? Not me.
Oh.
So is that 64 attempts? Because obviously 63 deaths, 1 kill count.
Yeah, 64 times, yeah.
This one took longer than I wanted it to. 20. 20 bang on for Duke. And this one's going to be...
Like 10?
No, it's going to be more because I sent a load on the first day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So it's probably going to be close to 20 again. 11. And I'm glad I did. 35. So, overall, it took us 130 orbs to complete Blood Torva. And if we average it out I think I decided on roughly 3.5 mil because I think the orbs on average bought for around 3 mil, and obviously 500k for every death. We ended up spending roughly 455 million GP to get Blood Torva. Was it worth it? I definitely think so. And when looking back at the clips, I saw on the global completions, the lowest one there was Leviathan at the time, with, let me just double check, 995 global kill count, which means I was one of the first 1,000 people to get Blood Torva, so I will take that. If you did enjoy the video, remember to drop a like and consider subscribing, it helps me out a ton, and I'll see you in the next one. A massive shout out to our elite channel member Luke Marston.